Hi, you're watching this video because you've shown an interest in finding more about the fantastic Herbalife nutrition business. Now, I'm really excited about this business. Not only have the products changed my life in terms of my health and fitness, made me the healthiest and therefore happiest me that I could be over the last sort of 7 months, reduced my weight by over 10 kilos, reduced my cholesterol from 5.8 to 3.8, giving me a bunch load more energy, just making me feel amazing. And the more time that I've spent with this company, the more I found that that's not just me, that's everybody that gets on a program and follows a program properly. So with this business, we have the opportunity to really help others, to genuinely help people to feel healthier and happier, and to build an amazing lifestyle for ourselves through doing that. So I thought the best idea to give you more information on the business and how it all works is to pass it over to Matthew Barraclough, who's been in the business a number of years. He'll tell you a little bit about himself and let him present to you the opportunity that is there, explain to you what we're looking for, explain to you what's available and how it all works. And then I'll be back at the end to give you a bit more information about how things are working for me and how we might be able to work together to help you to develop the income that you're looking for and the lifestyle that you're looking for from home. So let me just share my screen and I'll pass over to Matthew.
My name's Matthew Barraclough. I'm going to be your host this evening. I've been around Herbalife for 24 years, believe it or not. And because my parents got started when I was young, I was 14 years old when my parents joined this company. And I don't know how positive you were the first time you heard the name Herbalife. But at 14 years old, of course, I knew everything. I didn't want my parents to be selling shakes to friends and family. I obviously didn't understand it. And I didn't want anything to do with this crazy shake company. Little did I know what Herbalife would become in our lives, how it would change the direction of our lives. And I certainly didn't think at 14 years old that Herbalife would become my passion in life, my full-time career, and just give us the most amazing life of freedom and opportunity. And through the next 30 minutes or so, I'll share more of my story as we go along. But from me to all of you, welcome. 24 years later, I never thought I would be doing this. So I'd encourage you, if nothing else, to take in the next 30 minutes with an open heart, an open mind. You're not going to get a sales pitch from me. And I really hope that there'll be some value in here for you, that it will answer some of your questions. And for some of you, it may just be the start of a 24-year journey with Herbalife, like it is for me too. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch my camera off so you can focus on the slides, and we're going to get into the presentation. And really, the presentation is all about why Herbalife Nutrition. Okay, why the products, why we help people, what is our mission, why is the opportunity so great. And over the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to share briefly on a few different subjects. We're going to talk about the problems around us, which you'll be familiar with. You're going to get to understand the real Herbalife, our company legacy, what we're doing, our products and our nutrition philosophy, our mission and our results, the opportunity it holds for everyone, and your options. And one thing I want to say is that one of your options at the end of this presentation is to do nothing. Okay, 30 minutes from now, you decide that you don't like Herbalife, you don't want to help people, you don't like me, and you don't want to get involved. Absolutely no problem at all. Listen, we understand that what we do isn't for everyone, but we do understand that it is for anyone. And our job, my job tonight, is just to share with you the facts, give you the facts and figures, and allow you as an adult to decide whether this is something you want to pursue or not. So let's start with the problems around us, okay, the not so fun stuff. And you only need to switch the TV on or open a newspaper these days, get on the internet to understand this is our reality. In the UK, 64% of adults are overweight, 30% are clinically obese, 70% of all illnesses are diet related. Right? Just think about that for a second. 7 out of 10 people sitting in our doctors' waiting rooms are there because what they choose to eat on a daily basis. 71% of adults lack energy. Is anybody like listening willing to admit that they could do with a little bit more energy, or they'd like to lose a little bit of weight, or just have a bit more vitality in their life? Feel free to stick a thumb up or hit the green tick. And 95% of people admit to not having a balanced breakfast. Okay? A lot of people, they don't have time, they just don't feel like it in the morning, and everybody knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, okay? But then you go, okay, well, what do you have for breakfast? And they go, oh, well, nothing, I don't have time. And when you don't have a balanced breakfast, obviously you get into bad habits through the day, and a lot of health issues and energy issues all stem from not getting some great nutrition, some water, and some hydration first thing in the morning. So hopefully already you can understand that maybe not all of those affect you, maybe none of those affect you, but you can probably understand, or everybody understands, that those issues are affecting the country on a huge scale, and the situation is only getting worse year on year. Our philosophy on Herbalife is probably different to maybe what you think it is, okay? One of the myths is that Herbalife is a diet, and the reality is diets don't work, okay? If we was able to be really interactive here, I'd ask how many of you have been on a traditional diet where, you know, you cut this out, cut that out, you went to the gym every day, and the next question is, how long was you able to maintain that? Okay, and also what happened when you stopped doing those things, when real life kicked back in. So Herbalife isn't a diet. At Herbalife, we help people get lasting results through helping people develop healthier habits. And that's what we do as Herbalife coaches and Herbalife members. Our job is, or our philosophy is, healthy habits create healthy people. And if we can just support, guide, and educate people to make those changes, and that's where the products are so useful, because they're a tool that people can use to make those changes. The results that people get are amazing. Our philosophy is give the body what it needs, okay? No deprivation, no feeling hungry, no feeling tired, all those things that tend to come with traditional diets. No, we want to feed the body to health, not deprive the body to health. Healthy habits create healthy people, and we are eternally focused on lasting results, not quick fixes. Okay? There are enough gimmicks, pills, DVDs, and plans out there that will help somebody lose weight really quickly and not keep it off, and it damages, you know, there's research out there that says it damages the metabolism, it damages people's health and all the rest of it, and we're just not interested in those gimmicks and quick fixes. Okay, we want people to get lasting change. We're very proud of the legacy that we're creating with the company. You know, next year we celebrate 40 years of results in almost 100 countries around the world. There's 3 million coaches just like me and the person that invited you to tune in tonight, supporting over 100 million customers worldwide. Okay, the products and everything we do are backed by independent clinical studies, and we have, you know, science and industry leading research and innovation that proves that what we do and what we teach works. We have some of the leading doctors, nutritionists and scientists on the face of the planet who make up our nutrition advisory board. These are the guys that advise us on, you know, what we should be teaching people, how we should be sharing this philosophy with people, and of course, making our incredible products too, so that, you know, people get the results that we know they can get. So these are the experts. These are the people with the PhDs and all the letters after their names, so that us as Herbalife coaches, we create that one-to-one relationship and coaching to share what we're taught with our customers and get them on the right personal program results. Our products, well, they really are the star of the show. And what's been amazing in the last year or so, they've started to get the national recognition in magazines and on social media that they deserve. We were voted Best Breakfast of 2019, the Nutrition Brand of the Year, Best Protein-Based Product of the Year, Best Energy Drink of 2019, Best Muscle Builder of 2019, Best Pre-Workout, Best Health Product. I mean, these are, you know, independent magazines and websites who are doing public votes And Herbalife is coming out on top time after time after time. And for those of us that have been around Herbalife a long time, and we've known the products are the best in the marketplace, to be getting this independent and national recognition, it's just amazing. And for those of you looking at the opportunity to become a coach and start sharing these products with other people, you now have this validation that, you know, for me, 5-10 years ago, we didn't have these awards, we didn't have this validation, we didn't have world-class athletes using the products on a daily basis. We do now, and it makes it so much easier because of the credibility the products now have. We really help people in 3 main areas. Okay, weight management is obviously huge for us. When 65% of adults are overweight and 30% obese, helping people achieve and maintain a healthy weight and reach their shape goals, obviously, you know, that's a really big market for us, and it's fantastic to be able to help people with those things. You know, lots of people have tried lots of different ways to lose weight, feel good, and keep it off. And when we have a solution that we do, like I said, focused on long-term results, not gimmicks, okay, it's a huge market for us. Next, wellness and vitality. More and more people are just waking up to the fact that unless you eat 5 to 7 portions of organic vegetables and fruit a day, and you're eating 2 or 3 portions of fresh fish a week, and you're focused on your protein content and fiber and all the rest of it, chances are your body isn't getting what it needs, okay? Because our food doesn't contain the nutrients it once did. And so when we have products that can help fill the gaps in people's nutritional requirements, help people living healthier, energetic and illness-free life, okay, more and more people are just, they want a product, they want a solution to fill those nutrition gaps, and we have that. And last but not least, fit and active, okay, sport nutrition for the people that, you know, that they like going to the gym, maybe they play sport at a club level, maybe they're professional athletes. We can help people in that area too. So when you think about it, you know, how many people out there want to lose and maintain a healthy weight? Many millions of people, lots of people, you know, maybe you to an extent. How many other people out there would just like to have more energy? Okay, a bit more vitality, and just feel healthier and more energetic. A lot of people, maybe you. How many people out there go to the gym, okay, or play sport at whatever level? Lots of people, okay? So our market really is pretty much every single person in the country, okay? Our problem is not enough people know about who we are, what we do, and the products we have. Whether it's our core nutrition, which is really for everyone, our meal replacement shakes. By the way, 34% of all meal replacement shakes sold on the planet are sold through Herbalife. We're the #1 in the industry. Our superior multivitamins, when combined with our shakes, give the body everything it needs. Our hydration products, our digestive products, our energy products, all falls into our core nutrition. This is one of our brand new products. Again, for those people that are looking for more natural ingredients, more organic ingredients, our vegan and vegetarian friends, people looking for products with no artificial colors, flavors or sweeteners. By the way, our entire shake range is now gluten-free and vegan friendly. So we're making real big inroads into that market as well. And then our elite sport nutrition, okay, that attracts some of the world's leading athletes. It's NSF and Informed Sport certified, which means that, professional athletes can use this without fear of, anti-doping and all the rest of it. We could talk for an hour just on the sports range. Obviously, we won't tonight, but we want you to know that we have all bases covered. Okay, it's why people like Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the greatest footballer that ever lived. We could have a conversation about that. Niall Wilson, a GB bronze medalist at the 2016 Olympics. Heather Jackson, world Ironman runner-up. I mean, a real elite athlete. And by the way, hundreds of professional athletes at international level around the world using Herbalife products on a daily basis. The other thing that stands Herbalife apart from other products that are out there on the marketplace, hopefully you're already understanding, this is about more than just a shake, right? Is the support that we provide our clients, okay? Whether it's one-on-one coaching, our amazing Facebook communities, which are positive and supportive, meal plans and recipes, workout inspiration, inspiring results that have come into our communities on a daily base, our challenges. And what I understand, if you're looking at this for the first time, you might think, do you know what, I don't know how to do all that. I don't know how to put a meal plan together. Well, guess what? Before Herbalife, I didn't either. I don't know healthy meal recipes. I can't even cook for myself, let alone guide other people. Guess what? Neither could I before Herbalife either. The best thing about Herbalife is that you're going to get trained and supported every step of the way. If you're willing just to, be a proactive learner, we'll teach you everything you need to know. So if you don't consider yourself a coach right now, or you don't have any knowledge in nutrition or helping other people, don't worry about it, because guess what? Most people coming to Herbalife don't either, but we can learn it. And when you combine all of these things, okay, a huge demand in the market combined with, award-winning products, a company that's been around for almost 40 years, amazing support, amazing philosophy, then results people achieve are amazing. And I've just dropped in here a few results of people that I know personally. This is Lindsay. Lindsay wanted to lose weight after giving birth to her second child. She wanted to be a healthy, active mum and drop a few pounds as well. And you can see, they say a picture tells 1,000 words. She fell in love with the products, the philosophy, and after being a customer and getting belief in the product, she became a coach too and helps other people in her own right as well. On the left, you've got David Smith up in Scotland. He's lost over 7 pounds. Amazing journey with Herbalife. On the right, you've got Sam, who lives down in Kent, who's lost over 8 stone. Okay, unbelievable result. And just, again, the pictures tell their own story. If we had time, we'd get everybody on here to speak to you individually, but we want to show you just some of the results. This is a good friend of mine, Billy. One of the guys working hard in the gym, thought he was in good shape, but always carried around a little bit of a belly. As they say, you can't out-train the fork. And when he's got his nutrition on point, that's when the abs started popping and the guns started popping. And again, my good friend Adele from over in Ireland was a slightly out of shape PT. Okay, training all hours God send, helping people get in shape and living on gummy bears and energy drinks together through the day. Okay, she found good nutrition. Okay, didn't change her training regime, found good nutrition, and the results speak for themselves. She now competes at European level in world Miss Body Fit champion and all the rest of it. So, and not everybody does this, by the way. This isn't for me. I'll show you my result now, but this is what some people do with Herbalife. Some people want to lose a few pounds. Some people want to drop a dress size or drop a belt size. Other people want to do incredible things like Adele. For me, this was my result. When I got serious about Herbalife, I was actually working as an IT consultant, working fairly long hours, commuting back and forward to South Wales from London. And I would skip breakfast because I didn't have time. The alarm would go off and I'd get 10 minutes to get up, get showered, dressed and get to work. Lunchtime, I'd grab a meal deal. I'd have a pint after work and then something quick and easy in the evening too. And over time, the weight slowly crept on. Didn't even notice it coming, to be honest. In the picture on the left, I was going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, right? And couldn't quite work out, okay, why the weight was slowly creeping on. And it turns out I was so typical of the life that so many people lead. I just was uneducated on how to get a result. I started using Herbalife products, shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, 2 snacks and an evening meal. I didn't give up my pint after work, to be honest. I didn't start going to the gym every single day. I go to the gym less now than I ever have in my life and maintain the result. And it's why I fell in love with Herbalife, because people noticed. And, what are you doing? I was like, I found this stuff called Herbalife. My parents have been doing it for forever. And I got to say, as much as I hated to say it, I was like, they're right. This stuff works. And I started helping my own first few customers and making a little bit of extra income. I didn't even want to become a coach. I didn't want a business, right? I didn't think I was an entrepreneur. But, one thing led to another. And today, life is very different. I'll tell you about it in a minute. And the results in Herbalife are endless, okay? These are challenges that we run. They run in Herbalife all the time, just result after result after result. People in all different countries, all different backgrounds, just getting the most amazing results on Herbalife. When you combine the right philosophy with the right support, the right products, it's very simple. We create results for everybody. Our mission is to improve people's health through improving their habits. And that's kind of why you've been invited on here tonight, because we want you to help us reach more people. Okay? And as I hope you're understanding by now, it's not about teaching you to become a salesperson. Okay? If this was about sales, cold hard sales, I wouldn't be able to do it because it's just not in my genes to be that person. But when I found out it was just actually about learning how to take care of myself and then teaching other people how to take care of themselves, that's when I went, I can be part of that mission. And there started a little part-time business which grew into a large full-time business, a career and a passion that I wouldn't change for anything. So when you've got all of those things, okay, as we enter the last few minutes here, of course it creates an opportunity, okay? The opportunity to help a few clients yourself, okay? Now you start by helping yourself, by the way. The person who introduced you on here, they'll start you by getting yourself on a Herbalife program, okay? Going through the process so that you can talk about these products and what we do with confidence, with honesty and integrity. Now, once you've done that, you can start helping your own clients, right? And if you can think of just one person that you could help, then the profit on just one customer is somewhere between 30 and 50 pounds, right? A little bit more, a little bit less, depending on what program they got. But, you know, for the sake of a little conversation, a little presentation, that's an extra 30 or 50 pound in your pocket. I don't know what you would do with it, but you'd probably find something to do with it. A few more customers means a bit more money. You know, 5 customers, an extra 150 to 300 pounds a month. You can do this very, very part-time. I mean, this isn't even 30 minutes a day, right, to get 5 customers. It can be 5 friends and family, okay? It could be people you work with, people you go to the gym with, okay? It could be people you've never met before, right? But it's an extra little income. 10 customers as an example, right? If you can find 10 people out of the 66 million people in the UK who want to lose a bit of weight, get a little bit healthier, get better results in the gym, 10 customers, an extra 300 to 500 pounds a month. And I'll be honest, it was kind of this slide or this understanding which got my attention. 8 years ago, I was 30 years old, 50,000 pounds in debt. Every month I was spending a little bit more than I was earning. And the concept of if I could help 10 people feel as good as I did on the products, I could make 500 pounds a month. Well, now all of a sudden I was able to get ahead of my debt, to start paying off a little bit of what I owed rather than being more in the red every single month. And what happens is when you have happy clients who are getting results, guess what they do? They tell their friends and family, okay? We call that referrals, right? And by the way, we live in a referral world. You know, when you go to the cinema, you watch a good film and you tell your friends about it. You've just referred them to the cinema. You go to a good restaurant, you have a good meal, and you tell your friends about it. You've just referred them to the restaurant. Now, here's the thing. When you refer people to the cinema, the restaurant, the shop, the whatever, you don't get paid but if those people go there. In Herbalife, when people refer people to you, they're just more customers for you, okay? And more customers means a little bit more monthly income. Okay, you see a little network here of happy clients referring people. 540 to 900 pound a month is not to be sniffed at, right? That's, you know, some people only own 900 pound a month. So to be able to add that to your income part-time around your full-time job, your kids, whatever else you've got going on, this got my attention. When some clients, by the way, are going to become members, they're going to want their own discount. They might want to start helping their own few customers. Some clients become members themselves. Some members become coaches like you. And you start to develop a little network, a network of happy clients, members and coaches. By the way, you don't have to do all of this, right? But what happens is it tends to happen quite naturally if you're just looking after the people you've got. And you build a little network. This is the goal of Herbalife. Okay, this is why in sometimes it's called network marketing. Okay, we build a network of happy clients, members, coaches, all feeling great and happily helping other people. It creates 4 streams of income: retail income, wholesale, royalty, and bonus. And we're not going to get into that tonight. Okay, it's a training in its own right. But understand this: in your job, most people have 1 stream of income. You get paid your salary once a month. If you're lucky, you might get a bonus once a year. 2 streams of income. But in Herbalife, we can get paid 4 different ways every single month just from helping clients, members, and coaches. The equation is simple. The bigger the network of product users, okay, coaches and clients, the bigger the income. Okay, that little network there, okay, is about 40 people using the products and helping other people. It would pay an extra £8,000 to £10,000 a year to the person that started it. Okay, so I don't know right now what you tuned in for. Right? I don't know if £8,000 to £10,000 a year would make a difference to you. I know when I saw this, I went, that's really appealing to me. Okay, it's appealing to me for the money, but it's extra appealing to me because I would love a job, a part-time job, where I really felt like I was helping other people, making a positive impact. And if I could get paid to do that, then that's a double whammy for me. So what I want to do now is I want to bring on a couple of friends of mine. Hopefully I can get them. This is Benny. Benny, are you there, mate?
I'm here, mate, yep.
Fantastic. Benny, 60 seconds or so, mate. Tell us your journey with Herbalife so far.
What, business-wise, yeah?
Yeah, mate, anything you want.
Okay, so for me, guys, I started with Herbalife about just over 6 years ago now. And from a very young age, I'd always started a traditional high street business, which was a hair and beauty salon. When I first got introduced to Herbalife, I wasn't really looking for a business. But what I was looking for was I needed some help. I was kind of stressed out. I was tired. I was overweight. I'd got myself out of shape without really realizing it. And that come from the stresses of running a traditional business where I was constantly, working long hours. All the responsibilities of running a traditional business lay with me all the time, dealing with staff, running costs of the business. And I was kind of laughing to myself earlier when Matt asked me to do this call tonight. I think at one stage in my life, like my outgoings of running my traditional business was in excess of £84,000 a month. And I had to try and find that every month just to keep the businesses running. So when I first got introduced to Herbalife, and like I said, I wasn't looking for a business, but I started using the products, and in a very short space of time, I felt absolutely incredible. I lost 38 pounds of weight and 18% body fat in just over 4 months. And people started noticing, and they just started asking me questions like, where's the other half of your body gone, was the main one, which was quite amusing at the time. But they kind of wanted to know what I was doing. And before I knew it, I was building myself a customer base that were, using the products alongside me. We were all feeling great on the products together. And it just kind of naturally become a great fit for me.
kept in shape over the years, and never, like, I was one of those people that could literally eat anything, you know, those people that everyone hates. Well, that was me. But to be fair to myself, I did used to train a ridiculous amount as well. So then I fell pregnant with my daughter, and it turned out that as soon as I stopped training, I carried on eating the same way and piled the pounds on. Of course you do anyway during your pregnancy, but I was actually 8 stone before I fell pregnant, and I was just shy of 12 stone just before she was born. So I'd done a good job, and she was only 6 pounds, so I had a good lot of weight to lose. And 5 weeks after I'd had her, not much had changed, and I was back training, and, you know, still my eating habits weren't great. And then I was starting to ask what I was doing. A few girls in the team were like wanting to jump on board as well, because my fitness levels were so good too. And it kind of developed from there. And I decided to come to a meeting. So I went to a physical meeting like this one, which is online, but obviously in Maidstone I went along, and I just saw an opportunity. So I decided to start. I got myself a handful of customers and started to introduce some people, and got them doing the same. And it actually enabled me to stay off from, I was on maternity leave at the time, obviously, but it actually enabled me to stay off longer. And then when I did go back, it enabled me to go back to teaching part-time. And it was then that I started to really love what I was doing with Herbalife, and realised, do you know what, I don't really enjoy PE teaching anymore. So I got to work real hard, and was kind of working around her, around the job. And within a year, I was able to walk away from teaching, and I've been a full-time Herbalife member for around 5 years now. And my income is anything between 2 and 3 times what it was as a teacher, which is absolutely amazing as well. But what it has brought me is a lot of time freedom and the opportunity to work when I want. And, you know, that is kind of priceless, especially when you've got a little baby and you want to be around them as much as possible as well. So brought a lot of life and family balance for me, and I'm eternally grateful that I, you know, listened to someone like me telling you at my first meeting, and decided to take the plunge and give it a go, because it completely changed my life.
Amazing, Danny. Thanks so much for taking the time to share with us. I'm sure there's lots of people listening that can relate to that, or know somebody who does.